Okay, as promised, I have intended to plan.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I'm excited.
Okay.
As always, I'm always excited. So I'm here with Louise. I know Louise because she comes to my weight training classes.
I do, I'm very good.
And then I found out what she does, and I immediately booked an appointment. I'm here to have Dermapen today, which I have done previously on myself. I bought myself a kit and started doing it on myself, which is not much fun but can be done.
Do you find it quite sore?
It's quite sore.
Yeah, it's quite sore. Yeah.
And you're kind of like, I don't want to hurt myself,
Yeah.
but I must hurt myself. And this is constant dilemma going on. What I'm doing.
Yeah.
And have I done enough or have I done too much?
Yes, true, yes. And it's probably not very deep. Yeah. But it will be doing something.
So we've got a professional here who does this regularly, which is really nice. And Louise is going to explain what it is and why it's good, I think, is the first port of call.
Yeah, okay. So microneedling, you've had it before with me. So it's about lots of tiny microneedles on the end of a pen, which shoot in and out of the skin as you glide it across the skin. And in doing that, it stimulates the skin. It's called micro damage, which sounds a bit scary, but it's not damage, it's stimulation of the skin that then gets your skin to produce lots of growth factors and other sorts of factors in the skin that stimulate mainly collagen, which supports the skin. But depending on what depth you do it at, it also can stimulate other factors that stimulate that help pigmentation and help some thread veins as well. So those are the indications for most people.
Small scars, can it do?
Some scars. So scarring's difficult because it is scarring, it's damaged skin. But yes, so acne scarring is probably the most common problem that people have, and it can be long lasting. So treating a scar caused by acne, the sooner you do it the better, the younger you are the better. And but yes, it can help a lot, especially if you combine it with just releasing the scar underneath. It's called subcision, so you just make a little nick in the skin and release the scar a bit. That can really help.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So.
And what about tightening the skin? Does it tighten the skin?
Definitely tightening skin. So that's about getting more collagen and elastin in the skin. So it's just plumper, elastic and tight, so tighter.
And what about stretch marks?
Stretch marks, well, nothing will get rid of stretch marks completely. Sorry, sorry world, I can't do that. But again, the newer they are, the more potential for healing there is, and it will, again, that stimulating that healing process will help them. So,
okay.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe
so
worth a go.
Yeah, so worth a go, yes, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so we've got to prep me up now.
Yes.
So I'm going to have my makeup taken off. I've got a little bit of makeup on, although I have also sweated a lot today, so there's not much left. And then on to some local anaesthetic. What percentage is that anaesthetic?
So I use a super strong one, which is prescription only, 23%. So that's a lot more than the over-the-counter something like this. But actually, this would take the edge off. I mean, it is. Some people do have Dermapen without any anaesthetic. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, it's because Louise does my neck as well.
Yes, yeah.
And that's usually the sorest bit.
Is it for you? Yes, yeah, okay. And around the mouth often.
Good. Okay, so
right.
I'm going to press
Shall we do that then?
Yeah. Hello. Right, this is the next stage for me. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. I'm all shiny. Now, it feels like tingling. There's tingling going on.
Tingling.
And quite often, because I talk so much while I've got it on, I end up with it on my tongue.
Tastes disgusting. Don't lick your lips.
Don't lick your lips.
No.
It's the strongest piece of advice I can give you. And then the lips often go completely numb as well. And then when it wears off at the other end, when you've had the treatment, you feel like you're sensitive to cold breezes.
Okay,
So
that's
anything,
interesting. Yes, I haven't really heard
any
someone say that
cold
before.
whooshing,
Yes.
you're like, ooh, I can really feel that. So it's like pins and needles, basically, but virtually exactly the same, but in your face. So yes, nothing major happening at the moment. Just got to wait 10 minutes for this.
Yeah, 10 minutes, that's all. Just take the edge off.
Yeah, which is fine because I can talk my tits off for 10 minutes.
So I'm just going to put some hyaluronic acid on, which acts as what's called a glide. So it literally glides over your skin, just turn them away. So I'm just going to drop that on now. And also it means that it will hydrate your skin as we go along. Everything's clean and sterile, obviously. And we just do the mid-face now.
We're starting with this bit because it doesn't hurt as much as the other bits. We're waiting for the numbing of the rest of the bony bits. The bony bits hurt.
Cheeks can usually take a good depth, so I'm going to put that on a nice depth. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Looks good then. Here we go. And that is as exciting as it gets. Lots of little needles shooting in and out the tip of the pen. 16 needles. So you go in 3 directions, do it in, just imagine a little panel. So I'm going to take this.
And is there anything you don't go near?
So if you've got an active spot, I avoid that.
Eye bags?
No, you just do it more delicately. Do it more
shallow.
Shallow,
Right,
yes, that's the word. So I'm going to make it a tiny bit more shallow now to go over the cheekbones. There's not quite so much tissue there. What I'm looking for is it to go red first of all, and then I want to have a few little pinpricks of blood. You don't need to be gushing.
So we were talking about the vampire treatment earlier.
Yeah.
And you were saying that I was interested to know your thoughts on it. You were saying there's not a lot of evidence to say it's any better than this.
The theory behind it is that there's extra growth factors going in from the serum in your blood. There's some debate about whether they survive long enough to go into the skin, and actually putting more of them in there does the work.
To show you that up close. So the blobby bits are actually probably
Redness.
yeah. But also bits of my skin that aren't that great actually already. I haven't got any spot. Oh, like pigmented bits and.
Not really.
No.
So you can probably. I don't know if the camera could see. There's a few little pinpricks there where the blood's just starting to come through, and that's important because it means you're in the right level of the skin. So most of the blood vessels are in the dermis, the lower half of the skin. So that's what you want. Then you know that you're stimulating the dermis to produce collagen, making the skin nice and plump. So dropping hyaluronic acid on, making sure not to touch your skin.
What other treatments are you a fan of?
For skin, so well, number one is get your skincare right before you do anything. So we discussed that, didn't we, before you came. So you are on vitamin A, retinol, and acylic acid because one of your concerns is having some pigment, sun damage. So that's helpful. Another one that's helpful is nicotinamide. It stops this transfer of pigment to the wrong bits of the skin. Are you ready for me to start again?
I'm ready.
And obviously sunscreen, always sunscreen. So that's step one, so we were talking about what else on that. If you're getting patches of pigment which are quite superficial, or you're getting thread veins and redness, then IPL can help with that. Intense pulse light, so it's like lots of different wavelengths of laser. Those different wavelengths are absorbed by different colours in your skin. So one wavelength is absorbed by red, hence it's going to help red veins. And one's going to be absorbed by pigment, brown colour. And then that absorbs the energy, converts it to heat, which then breaks down the pigment or the thread veins.
Showing you this side, looks the same. Got little blotchy bits, so you end up looking quite zombified really, especially the added effect of my eyeliner getting smudged. That's also lovely.
That's an effect that I made.
That's a bonus round.
That's I have to pay extra for that.
Would you like some smudging? Oh yes, please. I love some
How about some red dots under your eyes? Those I can do.
Now, usually by the following day, I can put some foundation on this to cover it up, but it's mostly got down anyway with a good night's sleep, which I'm not very good at, but I'm not a good sleeper.
A little bit of hyaluronic. So I've got more superficial on the forehead because it's thinner skin, less tissue underneath, and also because this is one of your areas with a little bit of pigment. So that'll help.
Yeah, I've got a pretty bony forehead, I think.
Here we go. Bony.
I always think my forehead's it's got thin skin on it compared to most people.
That's not something I've noticed.
You've not noticed it? Fine. Then I'm not a freak. I've lost my freak status. Okay, what other treatments do you love then?
So I really like radio frequency skin tightening. So you can either add it to microneedling. So there's a device where each of these little microneedles then pings out a bit of radio frequency. So it's like super powered microneedling. More downtime, see more red, but more collagen production. And then there's, in inverted commas, normal radio frequency, which tightens your skin.
So that's without
less
needles?
traumatic, yeah.
So if you were going to an event and you wanted to have one of these things done, what would be the recommended downtime?
I wouldn't go to an event within 4 or 5 days. It'd still be red and sensitive. Again, you can see these little pin pricks. So even though the needle depth is much less, I know I'm in the right depth because I've got those little pin pricks.
There you go. Same, pretty much. It always bleeds more on the forehead.
So it's not always deeper the better. You've got to just be in the right depth.
Right. Because if you're doing it yourself, this is the problem with doing it yourself, is that you're just like, well, I'm going to try more, and that's not necessarily good.
Also, is it a derma roller you've got? Is it one of those
I've got a
roller
pen.
things? Oh, you've got a pen.
Yeah, I have tried the rollers, but
They're much harsher.
I read that they tear more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I had somebody telling me the other day that their friend, when they were at school, they were 15 and she used to be an avid Vogue reader, and she said, then we have to look after our necks at that age. Who's thinking about that at 15?
Wow.
But she does have, to be fair, she has a very, very nice neck.
Does she?
Yes, so I wonder if it's true. I wonder if she did actually do as she thought.
I think she did.
Yeah.
Here we go, folks.
Here we go again. So a bit close to the mouth now, might be a bit small.
What about jowls? Is that the same? Radio frequency?
Yes, radio frequency will certainly help jowls, but if you've got jowls, it probably means that you're losing volume from the middle of your face, and that's
Sorry.
do you know what I mean there?
The middle of your face is disappearing.
Yeah. So as people get older, their cheeks get flatter here,
Yeah.
and so then everything drops down.
That's
why.
So filler then might have.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why if somebody comes in and says, "I've got jowls," and the practitioner says, "Well, why don't you have some filler in the cheeks?" and they're thinking, "Well, I was talking about my jowls." That's why.
The gels are not the problem.
The gels are forming because they've lost volume further up the face in the cheeks, temples.
I never had any cheekbones. I'm like a cheekboneless face. I've got. It's completely flat, my cheekbone.
No, it's not. You've got great cheekbones.
Have I?
Yes.
I thought I had a flat face.
No, who told you that?
Loads of people have told me that.
Really?
Like, you've got no cheekbones.
Yeah.
Not in a critical way, just in a...
How is that not critical?
I don't know, I suppose.
Got great cheekbones.
I've got great cheekbones, guys, so... I'm starting to get jowls. They're starting to appear. I'm not too bothered about jowls at the moment. Not concerned. What about threading? There's this thready one, isn't there?
Thread lifts.
Thread lifts, that's
So thread lifts are like a string with an anchor at each end, and you insert them through the deep part of the skin or the fat under the skin. It actually pulls up your jowls and face. Some people use them on the neck. And they do work. They don't last very long. Last about a year usually. And quite invasive thing to do.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So you have to decide how much you want them really.
So out of all those things, what do you do?
What do I do?
Filler?
Loads of Botox and fillers.
Right.
Lots and lots of face makeovers, if you like.
Okay, so this is what my face looks like now. As I said, you end up looking a bit like a cross between a burns victim and a zombie. It is worth it though.
Right, I'm just going to clean your skin now and have a look. It's easy to miss a bit. How long do you find the redness takes to go down?
Not long really.
No.
By tomorrow morning it will be just about noticeable usually.
Yeah, a little pinky.
Usually if it caught anything around my eyes, that's normally the last bit to go.
Because the skin around the eyes is much thinner.
Yes. And then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think most people say the redness doesn't last very long.
I've just noticed that it just needs a lot of fluid, so drinking a lot but also putting a lot on
Yes.
when I get home.
And if you weren't already doing really well with your skincare routine, it would definitely benefit from having vitamin C put in at this point.
Yeah.
And then in a few days' time, vitamin A or retinol.
Yeah, I've got those. So I use Garden of Wisdom. We were just talking about this when I came in. Garden of Wisdom products, because Louise recommended them as one of the slightly better.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of brands. Many of which are very good. So I'm going to put the vitamin C on you now. Talking about it. But often, if you want the nice smelling, nice texture, you end up paying a bit more.
Which is what you're putting on now.
Which is what I'm putting on now, yes.
Which you said was called...
This is the Medicate vitamin C.
Has it got a weird spelling?
Yes, it's got an 8.
An 8, of course it has.
Yeah. Just let that soak in and then I'll put a little bit of sunscreen on. And then you are all done. Would you like me to smudge your mascara all down your face? No?
I'm not overly keen, but I am going to put some glasses on, I think.
Okay, I'll wipe it off then.
I insist on wearing some makeup when I come here.
Right, you are all done.
If you've got any questions, then just stick them in the comments and ask away. But as you can see, I look alright, I don't look too bad. Thank you, Louise.
Pleasure.